Hi everyone, Blake Jones here. In this episode of How Do You Do That, we're going to have a look at the use of video scopes with Resolve. Resolve has a very extensive array of video scopes that are available within the application. And these are fantastic for monitoring your signal during the color grading process. You can also check to even see if your monitor is properly calibrated. So if your brightness is too far off, for example, you can actually see it, as the scopes will not agree with what you see in the picture. Furthermore, there is also some third-party applications that are available. One of them is Omniscope. Omniscope is a fantastic third-party application that can be added to Resolve. Once Omniscope is installed, it can be added into your workflow by using it as an OpenFX plugin. The Omniscope display can then be displayed on another monitor, and you have more scopes and more monitoring capabilities to measure your signal properly. If you want to try out Omniscope, or if you want to buy Omniscope, there's actually a link in the comments below where you can go through and check it out. So without further ado, let's get started and have a look at everything. Okay, so here we are on the color page, and if we look down in the lower right side here, we've got our scopes. Now, as you can see here, it's embedded. We've got the parade display, or we can click on here and change this to waveform, or we can change it to vector scope, or histogram, or we can change it to CIE chromaticity, like so. Okay, so what you're basically going to be using in most cases will be your parade display. Sometimes for reading the amount of saturation in the picture, then we would probably then look at the vector scope. Now, what you can do with these displays is you can also separate them and put them on a separate monitor. So what we have too is if we come over here and click on this button here to expand this, as you can see now, we've got a large parade display, or we can see two scopes together, like so. So let's say if I want to have my parade display and I want to put the vector scope here, I can see it like so. Now the vector scope will show me the amount of saturation in the picture, and also this is my skin tone indicator here. Now as you can see here, you can change how this is showing me 2x zoom for the saturation. This assists when you're actually balancing lift areas to make sure everything is very neutral. You can see, but if you want to see the proper amount of saturation in the picture, turn off the double magnification, and then you're all set to go. Okay, now if I want to see more scopes, I can then come over here. I can see 4 at a time. I can put those across, and then you can select which is going to appear in each one. Now you can also even come over here and bring it to 9 scopes even if you want. And then you can change the format. So as you can see, it's a 4:3, so you can change the ratio to 16:9 and bring it up like so, and then open this up and then bring it across like that. So as you can see here, if I adjust my lift area, everything in the dark areas becomes red. Or if I bring the blue up, everything in the dark areas becomes blue. Now when they are all at an equal level down here, then it shows me that the lift area is totally neutral. Then what happens here is with the gain, same thing goes. If I bring this up, as you can see, the light areas become blue, red, green, and then when I balance them, it shows me that the nice puffy clouds are nice and neutral there. And then the gamma control will, as you can see, it's compressing the center part of the, and then if I bring this across like here, bring it there, And then what I can do next, let's say if I want to make a very powerful picture, as you can see here, if I bring my lift down, my gain up. So as you can see here, I'm losing detail in the light areas of the picture and detail in the dark areas because I'm clipping the whites and crushing the blacks. But I want to get my information back, so then I can come over to my curves and use the high and low softening. So if it comes to low softening, as you can see, there comes my detail comes back. I can see it here. And then I come to the high and I bring back my high area. I still have detail in the lift and gain area of the signal. What I want to do is actually have a look at using a third-party scope application such as Omniscope. Omniscope, what we do with this is we add a node, and after installing it, it comes up as an OpenFX plugin. So all I have to do is I scroll down to here, and we come up to Omniscope, drag it in, and then we say, okay, enable Omniscope. Okay, so now once Omniscope has been enabled, this is what we're going to see on our secondary monitor. And we've got our parade display configured, vector scope, and then also you can select exactly what information you want to appear in this display. And Omniscope gives you a very advanced way of monitoring the signal. And select the input and select my preferences, video output devices. If I want to crop the video signal that I'm looking at on the display, I can select this, and then you can come over here and you can select the mode. So you can say, oh, let's colorize it, and then you can bring it up like this. So there we have it. For more information about training services, have a look in the comments below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Think about subscribing to my YouTube channel, so this way you will be alerted to all the new upcoming videos. Also, I've just started a podcast channel on Spotify where I interview people in the industry. And also the first 2 episodes will be about myself, actually. So you'll know a little bit more about me as a colorist and how I learned the trade and how I actually learned about working with film and the film industry in Hollywood. Also, think about becoming a Patreon member. There are a lot of great perks there. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks a lot for watching.